Today we are going to discuss the unit 1 data structure types and list ADT. Data structure introduction, definition, classification of data structure, arrays and linked list, abstract data types, double linked list, circular linked list. These topics are covered in our first unit. Today we are going to discuss the introduction, definition, classification of data structure, ADT, ADT list, what is the mean array, and linked list. So now first definition, data structure. Data structure is a particular way of storing and organizing data in a computer so that it can be used efficiently. Different kinds of data structure are suited for different kind of applications. Storing and retrieving can be carried out on a data stored in both main memory and in secondary memory. So what is the reason why or we go data structure? Why need to study data structure? To organizing a data in a computer and store. The main thing we are studying data structure to know the how to store data properly and how to organize data in the stored data. So if properly organized and stored data, then only we can retrieve the data efficiently. So in real time example, take our college library. So there is a lot of books available in the library. Our librarian differentiate the books and put in the rack and name it in the rack. Any one of the students go to the library and ask some topic or some subject book, and library easily there is an CSE third row and third column, your book is there. It is easily to take the book from the rack. Example, if you are not properly arranged the books in the library, you are going to ask the librarian. You can search and take the book. Definitely it take much more time to take the book from the lot of books. So to overcome that problem, time efficiency, we are organizing books in department wise manner. The same thing in computer. We are going to arrange the data and store the data properly. There is a lot of different kind of data structures are suited for the different kind of application. Now simply the definition of data structure is Merriam-Webster's. The way in which data are stored for efficient search and retrieval. The simplest data structure is one-dimensional array. The data items stored non-consecutively in memory may be linked by pointers. Many algorithms have been developed for storing data efficiently. So here they pointed the simplest data structure is one-dimensional array, and data items stored non-consecutively in memory may be linked by pointers. So continuous memory allocation, non-consecutive memory allocation. If you going to continuous memory allocation, it is an array. Non-consecutive memory allocation, we are using linked list. Now we are going to discuss data structure classification. Data structure classification, here I pointed at 4 points, that is primitive, non-primitive, homogeneous, heterogeneous, static and dynamic, linear and non-linear. So primitive is a basic data structures are available. Non-primitive is derived from primitive data structure. Homogeneous elements are the same data type, heterogeneous different data types. Same data type example array, different data type example is structure, static and dynamic. This content is always we discuss in the memory oriented because we are going to store data in the memory in a two format. One is static, another one is dynamic. So if you are going to allocate memory in the static, it is a constant. You cannot modify it. You cannot change the value. Okay. But if you are going to allocate memory in the compiler time, that we say static. At the time memory allocation runtime is dynamic. So linear and non-linear, okay. There is a relationship between the element in the linear manner maintained and non-linear maintained. Let's discuss briefly in later. Now ADT, abstract data type. Abstract data type, what is the mean? What is the use? Simply you know, if you have processed data, you have to know what are the operations on the data and what the data types you are going to use in the processing the data. So there is a two things. There is a set of operations are available for data type, but does not need to know how they are applied. So to process data, we need to define the data type and the operation to be performed on the data. These two things is very important if you are going to process data. First of all, you have to define data type and then what operation to be performed on the data. These two things is we say ADT. Simply need to explain what is data, collection of facts, so number, weight, measurements. Okay. So simply I say the definition of the data type and the definition of the operation to be applied to the data is a part of the idea behind the ADT. In the simple definition, note it, the mathematical specification of a set of data and set of operations that can be performed on the data. So mathematical specification of a set of data and set of operations that can be performed on the data. So in a simple ways, you have to point 3 points: set of operation, mathematical abstraction, no implementation detail. So what are the examples of ADT? List, set, graph, stack. So what are the operations ADT? Insert, create, delete, find, display. Why ADT? Modularity, reuse, easy to change implementation. So modularity, divide program into small functions. Easy to debug and maintain because small function easily to debug and maintain it. Easy to modify and group work. Do some operation only once. Easy to change the implementation. Transfer to the program. So the list ADT, ordered sequence of data items called elements. Order sequence of data items called elements. The sequence of data items ordered called elements. So a list is A1 to up to AN. N is the size of the list. AI plus 1 is subset of AI. AI minus 1 subset of AI. So size of the empty list is always 0. The first element is in the list A1 called head. The last element that is called AN is tail. What are the operations on the list? I said in 5, but here there is a pointed 8. So make empty, print list, find, find kth value, insert, delete, next and previous. So I take one example here. List. The list have 5 numbers: 84, 12, 52, 16, 12. I am going to find the 52 number in the list is available using find function. That is a find of 52. Now where is it? In the list there is a third position. There is a third position. So it returns the position of the value 52. If there is a no value in the list, it returns there is a no value in the list. So you are going to insert one element to the list, that is insert 24. So this is the fourth. You are going to insert that element 20 into fourth position, that is after 52. So now I insert 34, 12, 52, 20, 16, 12. So next one is delete of 52. I am going to delete this 52 number. So after delete, the list was 34, 12, 20, 16, 12. Now find kth function 3. It returns the third position of the value in the list. Find kth value is return the position value. That is, where is the third position now is 20. 20 was returned. This is a simple example of ADT list. So how we are going to implement the ADT list? So using array and linked list. So using array, you are going to implement list using array. Before that, simply you have to know the array. What is array? So everyone know array is a fixed size sequence collection of elements of same data type. The simplest form array can be used to represent list of numbers, list of names. An array is a collection of similar data type that are stored under a common name. The length of the array is determined when the array is created and cannot be changed. Why we need array? If you are going to handle the large amount of data, we need powerful data type. The powerful data type one is array. There is a lot of data type available. That is user defined data type, it is predefined data type. So now we use array. That is a What are the features of array? So everyone know that array have a index. It was under the square bracket, inside of the square bracket. Subscript. Okay, this both is defined for the position of the element. The element can be accessed with the base address, that is index, and the subscript defined for the position of the element. The element in an array are stored in continuous memory location. It is easy to refer the array elements by simply incrementing the value of the subscript. So two-dimensional array, one-dimensional array, multi-dimensional array, three types of array. So these three. Now we are going to discuss these things next video. Thank you for your support.